Hi, so welcome to chapter 3. Here we're talking about length, area, and volume, as you can see. And we're also going to be dealing with systems of measurement, things like imperial units as well as SI or System International Units. So this section, to begin with, is talking about perimeter of different shapes. So typically, if we have a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides, saying here, the perimeter can be found if they're all equal sides just by taking one side and multiplying it by 4. If it's a rectangle, for example, the length and width are different, so the perimeter is 2 times L, 2 times the length, and plus 2 times the width. This can be factored if you like, 2 times length plus width. How about this? Example 1 here is got an odd shape, but at least all the sides are marked. And simply the perimeter is all these different side lengths added up. So in this case it adds up to 20.3 centimeters if we add all the sides up. Okay, so this is a fairly straightforward section. Shouldn't take you very long. Building up your skills. Just a reminder of what perimeter is. And one thing that does tend to get confused, that students occasionally have trouble with, is that they forget the difference between perimeter and area. Now the area is basically length times width, but in this case perimeter is all the sides added up, or in this case 2L plus 2W. 2 times the length plus 2 times W. Okay. And if we just scroll down here from this point on, I'd like you to try the build your skills and do all of these. On to example number 2. Talking about the sides of a flower garden shown here. Notice we have a semicircle at one side and a semicircle at the other. So we have these semicircles on either side of this field here, and it's asking what the perimeter of the flower garden is. So we have a length of 4 meters from here to here, and we also know that must be the same down at the bottom here, from here to the start of the semicircle here. That's also 4. So we can add 4 plus 4, and we need the semicircle, or in reality, 2 semicircles together is the circumference of one circle. So 4 plus 4 plus the circumference of one circle, which has a radius of 1, diameter of 2. Got to remember that the circumference of a circle is given by 2 pi r. So in the calculations now, it will show you that here we take 2 for the, well, they're using the diameter instead of the radius, so pi times diameter, pi times 2 gives you the circumference, and to the circumference you add the 4 plus 4, and you get the perimeter of 14.2. Okay, so if you can do the following examples. On page 124, it's talking about working with systems of measurement. So here's where we talk about systems SI, which is System International, and the Imperial. Imperial they use in the US, but they also use it in the UK. Here we use the System International. Because Canada's close proximity to the United States, you'll have to become familiar with both systems because both are used in certain contexts. So you have in your data pages how these two systems relate to each other and what the conversions are between both. Some things you need to know: 12 inches is 1 foot, 36 inches 1 yard, 3 feet 1 yard, 5,280 feet is 1 mile, 1760 yards is 1 mile. These are all in your data pages. Okay, so scrolling down here, we have example 3. Wilhelmina, seamstress, is sewing bridesmaids' dresses. She orders the fabric from the United States, where the fabric is measured in yards. Each dress requires 3 3/4 yards of silk, 1.5 yards of lace, 7 1/4 yards of trim. How much of each type of material does Wilhelmina need to make 5 dresses? So 5 dresses. Meaning each of these quantities has to get multiplied by 5. So we're multiplying fractions here. So remember, if you're multiplying fractions, these are proper fractions. You have to convert to improper fractions. So this is an improper fraction here. So easily done by multiplying the denominator times the whole number. 4 times 3 is 12, plus the 3 on top is 15. So 15 quarters or 15 fourths times 5. And when you multiply a fraction by a whole number, the whole number multiplies the top number here. The bottom number is just the surname, so this is 15 fourths. So when we multiply by 5, we'll have 5 times as many, in other words 75 fourths. Okay, and now we can convert this back to a mixed fraction by dividing 4 into 75. It goes 18 times, remainder 3. So 18 yards and 3/4. We can do the same for the lace fabric, and so on. And you finally get your answers. An alternative way to deal with this, of course, is to convert to decimals. So 3 3/4 is 3.75, and then multiply by 5, leaving the answer in decimal form, and do that for all three lengths. So you can continue on with the next set of exercises there, up to 10. Example 4. Fatima is trying to calculate how much baseboard she will need for the room. Now, baseboard goes all the way around the perimeter of a room, missing out any doors, and this is a door here, I believe. What's the minimum amount of baseboard she will need? So, solution. Find the perimeter of the room. Since there is a door, no baseboard will be needed. This is the door right here, so we don't need baseboard there. Measurements are given in feet and or inches. So when we see these measurements, notice that we've got 15 prime, 8 double prime. So that means, the symbol means 15 feet. Okay, and the 8 with the double prime stands for inches. Double prime is inches, single prime is feet. So hopefully that helps you with that. And looking at this, you can just obviously add up all the perimeter, because all the measurements are given in the diagram. There is an alternative solution. Combine the lengths of the smaller wall segments to simplify the calculation and subtract the width of the door. In this example, you can see that they're combining the widths of the smaller, like the 9 inches and the 9 inches, the 24 and the 24, together before they do the addition in the alternative solution. Building your skills, and then practice your new skills will close out that particular unit 3.1. So you should be able to do that all in one lesson, I believe. Okay, that's all for now. So in class tomorrow, you can complete this section on systems of measurement and work on the problems in this section.